Good morning. There is a grim new warning in the aftermath of California's wildfire disaster. A week after the town of Paradise was destroyed, the number of people missing is spiking. More than 600 people now unaccounted for, the highest count yet.
You have to understand, folks, this is a dynamic list, right? Some days there might be more people, some days there might be less people, but ultimately, when we're through this process, my sincere hope is that we have accounted for everybody.
The number is a dramatic jump from Wednesday, when authorities said just 130 people were unaccounted for. The number of dead is climbing too. Authorities say the remains of 63 people have been recovered. This new drone video shows us why it could take weeks to know exactly how many people died in the community. More than 11,000 homes and buildings are now little more than scorched walls and burned foundations. Forensic teams, helped by National Guard troops, are searching the ruins on foot and by hand. Steve Futterman is back with us this morning, now in Oak Park, California, and we start things, Steve, with that big jump in the number of people listed as missing. As I said, from about 100 now to some 600. How are authorities explaining that change?
Well, it certainly was a shock last night, Heather. The number actually quadrupled from Wednesday to Thursday, as you mentioned, 130 to 631, more than 500. Now, what they are saying is that even when they announced 130 on Wednesday, that was still not a complete list. They say they took their time on Wednesday night, Thursday during the day to compile what they call a more complete list. Now, they do caution that this may not be an accurate list in the sense that many people on this list, and of course they hope this is the case, many people on this list may in fact be alive but just haven't contacted authorities, may not have contacted friends, relatives, neighbors who may have reported them on this missing unaccounted list. Now, we saw this a year ago at one of the other fires near Santa Rosa, a list that was not quite this high, but a significantly high list, and many of those people actually did turn out to be alive. That's what they're hoping is the case here. They say they have to put this list out because these are the people that have been reported to be missing. They're urging people to read the list. If they find their name on the list, to call authorities immediately.
Steve, let's talk about the weather as well this morning, because it has been a big factor in this fire. It's triggered explosive conditions, as they've said, on the fire lines. Any sign that crews could be getting a break?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The last 48 hours, the winds both in Northern California and Southern California, the Woolsey fire, the winds have diminished a great deal. And right now, firefighters feel they have sort of a fair deal from Mother Nature. They're going more aggressively after the flames. The containment numbers are going up. The containment number in the Camp Fire is now 45%. The containment number in the Woolsey fire in Southern California around 60%. So definite progress is being made. They are not seeing the fire expand that much as far as its footprint, and they are also seeing not many structures, additional structures destroyed. Obviously, enough has been destroyed in these two fires already.
Indeed. Steve, thank you very much. We'll check back with you later on in the morning from Oak Park, California. Again, freelance reporter Steve Futterman. So some good news in the weather conditions improving, but new misery this morning for the survivors of that wildfire. Thousands of people are homeless, and authorities say norovirus is now spreading through the hundreds of people who are in shelters in a nearby community. According to authorities, 145 people are sick, 25 with symptoms serious enough to be hospitalized. Hundreds of fire evacuees are living outdoors, staying in a tent city in a Walmart parking lot. Many are elderly. Federal help has yet to arrive, and the rainy, colder weather that's helping fire crews is making life much worse for them.
It's like to sleep in your car in the cold.
Rough. I got arthritis that you wouldn't believe. I have to take pills to survive, I should say.
Officials are now working to move people out of the tent city. They're trying to find somewhere more permanent for them to stay by Sunday. But Walmart is making it clear it won't force the people to take down the camp.